to WP Realty. Today we're going to cover how to install and insert and embed featured listings throughout your website. And this is an example right here of this text widget. Basically, we use a shortcode generator to populate the code, and then we just copy and paste this into these text widgets to display listings on the sidebar. Another place that we embed listings is a page that's typically called a company featured listings, agents featured listings, and the way we do that again is using the shortcode generator. And one of the great things about this is you can completely customize all of the layout. As you can see here, I've customized the layout to look like this for pages and blog posts, and I've got about 3 different templates that I use for this, and this again is the sidebar over here. Well, how we do all this is we actually do this in the pages. So we go into, I'm just going to open up a page that I've already generated this code. I've actually got this code already created, and the way I did this is basically I just click on this, and this is going to pop up what's called our shortcode generator, but it's called listings box because it's got all the listings information here. What you're going to do is you're going to select, if you want to do an RSS feed, you would select yes, and then you would actually select your RSS template that you're going to use. So that's one thing that you would do, and I'll give you an example of the RSS really quick. I'm going to jump over here to this other website that I've already got open. This is what happens if you have this RSS feed already done, and I'm going to open this up right here and click on this. And as you can see, this is if somebody was to subscribe to that RSS, they would actually get the they would subscribe to these listings. It's really handy for SEO if you want to go ahead and embed this RSS feed. That image took a while to pop up, but if you wanted to embed this URL into another website and have an RSS feed that backlinks to your website, very SEO handy, and we're the only people who do that. Okay, well anyway, enough about that. Let's jump back over here and let's talk about the way this looks when you very first install the featured listings on this particular web page. If I was to have gone through here and I was to have selected RSS feed, featured, I'm going to select custom template, and if I would have selected embed template and gone through the rest of this and hit save, this is what it looks like. Okay, and I'm going to show you why does it look like this. Why does it go 3 over? Well, if you open up the actual template, I've got this open in Dreamweaver, and you can see that it's in the WPR admin folder. Let me scroll up here. Public HTML, WPR admin, template, and I'm going to close this really quick. You'll see that I have a custom folder and a default folder. When you first install WP Realty, the very first thing you're going to want to do after you do all your rets is come back over here and rename default to something that's custom. It can be your name or your client's name or whatever, or the website, but you need to rename default because the next time we do an update, then the default folder would overwrite all your custom files. Okay, so this is the one thing that you need to make sure that you change. Now go ahead and open this up. I've already clicked on SC templates. SC stands for shortcode templates. So I open that up, and I'm just going to show you what I did here. This is the embed template. So when we click on the embed template and open it to edit it, I'm going to make this wider so we can see the screen. You can see here that it says repeat in row, repeat 3. So that means the row is going to repeat 3 properties, and then it's going to wrap and go into another row. Okay, so if I was to only want to display 3 and then 3 and 3 and 3, and I wanted to have that, then I would go in there and you can modify this to 2 to 5 to 10, whatever you want to do. And this is the actual default code for this particular template. Now the template that I'm using in the sidebar is right here. I just included this recently. I made all the changes. And you'll notice that the difference between the two is that this is using the old table method, and this one that I just created is using div tags. And this is the preferred method by most of us that do SEO and CSS editing. So anyway, so what I did is I did this in divs, and as you can see, I've got it all custom done for my particular client's website. What this looks like is, I'm going to go ahead and refresh this page because I just got through modifying this. That's what this looks like. Okay, so now I've got a nice full width photo, matches the width of my box here, and the way I did that is right here. Image, there's my image, width and height. So you can set the width and height of the images that are going to be displayed right here manually. And then of course this repeat row means that it's going to repeat wrap and just keep doing. So if I selected 10, 20 listings, it'll automatically wrap into that. And I'll also show you that I installed in here a HR tag, which I don't see in this actually. I just dropped this in here from the one on the website. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually, I need a break in this, read more, so div, and then what I want to do here is I want to go ahead and put a HR tag. But I'm going to leave this as it is first. I want to show you what I'm doing here. So let's go back to the website, minimize that, and let's just go back into the widgets. Here's the widgets where I did this, and let's change that count to, let's just say 3 properties, and hit save. Come back over here and hit refresh. Now you see this doesn't look very good. It's tight. It's too tight up on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into my Dreamweaver, and I'm just going to add a tag. Let's just try this. Probably HR would be fine. And that's all you need for that. And hit save. And let's go back and refresh in that page and see what it looks like. That should make that break a little bit better here. Oh yeah, that added a nice little break right there. Gives it a little line separation. Okay, so anyway, so as you can see, that's how that works for that. And now for this over here, to customize this is no more than just simply modifying your style of the way you want this to lay out and the way you want this to look. Some people may want it to be this way, where you would have a block like this with all the information, a block, a block, a block. That would, this kind of a layout going across would look really good. But I prefer actually doing this layout in a single list column, and you can obviously customize that yourself. Matter of fact, I'll show you another version of this. Okay, so like on this guy's website, what we've done here, he's got his feature properties over here. It's laid out a little bit different. We did not include remarks in his, and he's got his subscribe going here. But what we did on this particular layout, we also added the remarks, made that part of what he wanted. And we even, for some of these thumbnails, like this particular these little houses, we actually put a mouse over. So you put your mouse over it, it actually slides up. And this is something that you can, like I said, you can customize to your own liking. It's a feature that we actually do for our clients that we build our websites for. It makes it easy for the person to, get a bigger view of the picture and keep on scrolling down. So anyway, so this is a little bit about the short code and the way you can lay it out. Okay, so that gives you another great example of how you can customize these to look and be different just by modifying the HTML to your liking. Okay, well, okay, so the next thing I want to show you is how we got this into here. So what we did is we went over here, we did all this stuff. We basically, you can select all of this information. You would select the agent ID, the agent name, office number, whatever. All this data that you see in here is RETS data that you mapped out with your RETS module. Okay, that's why it's very important. You see all these words, basically virtual tour link. Now these are the database actual field names, and you'll see there's no spaces or anything like that. I make them so that they represent the actual value, so it's easy for me to understand, or my clients to understand, what it is that they are selecting in here. Okay, so you select whatever you want, and I'm just going to select whatever. We'll just select city. That'll be quick. So I select city, I select Savannah on this, I hit generate, and boom, it instantly puts, I've got two of them in here now, it instantly puts this particular shortcode in here. So then I would just copy this shortcode that I just generated, come over to a text widget. You just come over and grab a text widget and drag and drop it into your widget area and paste your code in here and hit save. And as soon as you do that, then you can go back to your home page and hit refresh, and there it is over here. Well, anyway, so I just wanted to cover that a little bit with everybody, let you know that you can create unlimited, let's just do that real quick. Shortcode is on top of every page post, WYSIWYG editor. You do not have to take what we give you. You can create unlimited custom templates, and you just drop them into your SC folder, your SC templates folder. You can make as many as you want. I've got some that do slideshows. Very cool. You can even make a slideshow. I've got probably 4 or 5 different ones that are just really custom and cool. And that's it. You just drop them in here. Otherwise, if you were wanting to just drop it in here, you could actually just copy and paste your code right into this window and give it a template name, and it'll save it to that folder for you. Okay. Otherwise, you can just select from all the custom templates. There's no limitations. Only your creativity is your only limitation. And you pagination. This is another cool item. If you were to do like a city, and you wanted to paginate just like the search results, easily done. So you can actually do predefined criteria. You can do a search by subdivisions, cities, property types, and use pagination as well. Ascending, descending, order by price, how many you want, unlimited filter, creative filter options. Say for example I wanted to do a subdivision, and I only wanted to do, I'll just show you what I'm talking about. So here I'll just say subdivision, boom, add field. So there's a subdivision. I can add another subdivision. There's a second subdivision. I can now say that's great, but maybe I want a subdivision and I want a property type. Maybe I want a style of properties, so I'd add that field. You can keep on adding multiple filters to this thing. Foreclosures, land, lots, homes, single family, condos, whatever you want. It's unlimited. Only limitations are the actual raw data in the database. Okay, and when you're all done with that, you just hit generate. As soon as you hit generate, boom, it puts it right in here for you. Okay, that's it for this video. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Hope it wasn't too confusing. If you have any questions, just feel free to join us in the forums, and if you need support, feel free to open up a trouble ticket and we will log in and take a look at your issue for you.